I don't know how today's going to go. I have to already break a rule. Last week I set a rule after my 5-0 streak got broken that I would play a counter a specific way, and today I got to break it. Don't really see another way through things. Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, the penultimate match of Season 79. Won the first round match. I discouraged my opponent in that one. He started playing it. He set forth a defense that was a little troublesome, but we got through it. But my defense, it was grinding out a lot of holds. We have Ray taking 2 attempts. We have 2 from Palp, Vader and Cody taking on multiple attempts. On the top territory, we have Third Sister getting a hold. And then the back territory, we have no attempts. At this point, he wasn't going to win. My defense had garnered enough holds where we had secured the victory. So he gave up. So pretty happy with the changes we've made to the defense. We even made a video about it where we were breaking down the defensive meta. That's something that we're going to do very consistently around here once a season at minimum. Probably after the new cron sets, we get some results from them and we can parse out our strategy from there. Today's opponent is Sermeister, Death Star maintenance, 14.7 million GP roster, so he's got about 650k on me. He's got more Zetas, 1 fewer Amis, and I was number 1 in the... No, I'm number 2 in the bracket with Amis. He's number 3. Relic units, he's got a handful more than me, 1937 on the tier total, where we see he has fewer tier 5s, more tier 6, tied at tier 7. I've got 1 more tier 8. It's tier 9 where we see the difference. He's got a very healthy and respectable amount of tier 9s, which may cause some problems with that Relic Delta taking some impact. Mods, he's got a lot with 1461, but I've got the better average with the top 25, just barely though, and top 500 a little bit more so, and we see that in the counts. I've got 20 more 25 plus, the 20 plus. I've got 130 and the 15 plus 150. Datacrons, he is good, but lighter than what I have. Modding wise, he's got the edge on a number of these characters. This is more directional than anything. I'm doing pretty well. We're kind of splitting them. And then when we get into the Ami portion, we got a triple Ami Melgus, triple on Star Killer, triple Afra, triple Swallow, triple Third, triple Malicos, triple Baudelaire and Bane, Jar Jar, Cadme, but Luthen has 1. Triple on Jocasta. That one, I would do 2 on Luthen before a triple Jocasta. The basic one on Jocasta, I just don't think is that necessary. I've kind of been playing with it. It's conditional. That's what I don't like about it. The conditions at which it's relevant are not all that important. As we move on, we got triples on Exile, Dre, Balin. And then we got Morgan, but nothing else. Everything else here looks good. Let us move on. With the quality of Sermeister's modding, let's see what we got here. I'm actually arguably further along than he is on those characters. Approaching that differently. Let's see here. We are looking at Morgan at 299. Jar Jar was at 300 something. There's Star Killer who's at like 301. There's Morgan at 299, which puts him at fewer than 64. So he's probably between 60 and 64. I'm at like 75. That gets us a general idea, and there's some characters below that mark like Afra, Bosch, BT1. They're all characters I want to have above that threshold. It's not problematic though. His modding's not going to be the issue. I think a defensive strategy is going to hold a lot of weight in this. He did start He's attacked both territories. We did get a hold with Ray. Ray is a problem and an annoyance, and that was the rule I set forth. It cost me my streak last week when I tried to do Sir Junda up against it instead of going the safe route with Stranger. And I was going to just do Stranger from now on, but today I do not see another way through. I did make a couple changes to my defense. One of the things I did today is I moved Balin to the front territory, because I want him to make tougher choices earlier. I was realizing that with my back wall being as strong as it is, I didn't want my opponent making tough choices until later. I wanted them to use up some counters early and then being caught a little bit more by surprise on the back wall, which was not happening with the defense that we had laid out previously. He's got a whole bunch of firepower on defense. Got Balin, Inquisitor Barriss, Ahsoka, Tarkin, Cadme. And then down below, a whole bunch of GLs. Looking at Leia, Hondo, Partagaz, Jabba, and Lord Vader. And on the back wall, if the trends hold, and I think they will, there's going to be Rey Swallow, Third Sister, Cassian, Cody, and Palpatine. And the problem is, I think I'm going to run out of counters before we get to Rey. So I'm going to have to use Stranger earlier than I would wanted because I don't see another way through Leia in particular. Or I could swap things, but then it's either Leia or Lord Vader has to take Stranger. I think we just start taking these things off the board now. All right. Probably is Sith Kron. Sure, we'll just do this one. All right, everything's looking good. Oh, we got to go big screen. And I've never done this counter before. Okay, we get a stun moving over to Drogon. Does he have Drogon Kron? Drogon Kron. We're starting to make some progress. Let's dispel. Okay. I don't know. We're dropping. Whoa. What was that? That's match. That's just a complete disaster. I don't have another way through this board. We're just going to need my defense to hold too. Alright, we're just going to clear what we can. I don't have another way through that Leia. Or Lord Vader. Like, I can use one counter, but then it doesn't solve a problem. It just moves the problem to another location. All right. I can clear 2 territories and clear as much as I can, and then just hope my front wall holds. All right, what do we got here? Weapons tech. I'm gonna beef up the relics on Star Killer. He's been needing it anyway. Sure, take a tech. I'm usually used to Watt being gone by now. Alright, he's evading like crazy. We need to get to my specials that are unavoidable. Alright, there's one. Oh, okay, that's all I need. Alright, I think we can auto in a second. Alright, we're good. We're gonna follow the rest of the plan, but I guess, do I think I could 2-shot Vader? I guess that's... We'll try a couple... Maybe we 2-shot Vader. That's the other thing that might be possible. Alright, we got 3 armor shreds. But it also means, yeah, we're gonna have to do this now. We need Wampa to win this battle, which is not guaranteed. This guy's mods are good. This is not as guaranteed as I would like it to be. Alright, we're countering. We got some hits in. Let's roar. Counter. Those dots are gonna start hurting Bosch. Protection up. Alright, we're good. It was more dangerous last round. The counters let us get past the protection. Come on. There we go. Actually, let's handle one thing. I want to just make sure this is... Oh, come on. Okay, good. I need things to go right today. After the big thing went wrong. Because then Partigaz, I was going to do. No, we can still do what we were going to do here. We're just going to do the Kron. Oh, I could probably. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Why didn't I target? Oh, wait, I can't target him. That's right. Maybe I should have waited. Let's hit the shock. We can hit the stagger then. You want to maybe taunt Malik? And protect Bastila? Alright, that gets through most of the protection. If we have a drain life ready, we're going to be able to do some damage here, and we don't. We don't. Can't do anything with the death mark. Good. Alright, with her gone, can start making some better progress, which will include... Oh, come on. I guess we just will never drain any life. All right, beautiful. And now the tough choice. The problem is, up top, we have Ahsoka. And Ahsoka is where I'm using Seabane. Because we have this little chess match of Leia, Lord Vader, Ahsoka, where we've got some limited counters. Sure, whatever. I should bring Satel. If I had Satel for offense, that would actually make things a lot easier. Because I'm saving SLKR to be a Balin counter, which I wouldn't have to do if I had Satel. Alright, well, basic. Ultimate. Yeah, let's just go for a shock. We don't have any buffs to clear, so we don't need to use the big hit blast. Now we can. Let's clear the tenacity up. Land that shock. Or try to. Alright, auto. Yeah, so do we have anything to cover today? Nothing really. I've been a serious person since the last video. I am looking forward to Conquest, that little break though, and being able to work on this next Datacron set. We will have a video coming out about that. But we're going to be doing Datacron videos in a new way. Just a little bit faster, a little less involved. So that we can just work on getting more out. Okay, we're increasing. Should have a siphon. Not quite. We have a basic. Next should be siphon. Ahsoka's down. We're gonna have to do SLKR here. Unless, is there another way I can handle this? No, I think we still play it this way. If I had Satel, we could chance it. But she's on defense. Okay. Stun, swap, and more stunning. Feed the ultimate. Yeah, let's take him out. More fuel. Shock him. And now that leaves us with nothing of concern here. Oh, maybe Cadme. And then here. And I need something. I need a miracle out of Bo-Katan is what I need. And if I had, like, there are Krons you can pair with her. And if I had, like, the Lumi Kron, is there another Kron that is just going to give me some insane stats? Like protection, defense, crit damage, maybe. No. No. I think it's this Kron. That is just 25.5 crit damage. Is that enough? I feel like this is even better. The 29 crit damage offense. Yeah, this is the Kron we're doing. Why am I even doing this? Because I have to go through Lord Vader. So I gotta drop a shred. Okay, we're into the yellow. We have a healing immunity. There's a lot of protection up mechanics. Do I have a shred next turn? All right, shred. Don't you die on me. We should have a cleanse next. Ooh, don't, no, no, no! I can try Ma's Pirates. I have a lot of I have way more GLs than I... Here's what we're doing. I am going to use... I need to use SLKR here. Why did I use SLKR versus... I messed up. I'm a little... Yeah, I could have just used SLKR here, but I wasn't... I shouldn't have used SLKR versus Balin, because we could have... We could have used something else up against Balin. Like, I did not need to... I could have used Lord Vader up against Balin. There was a... Now I'm annoyed. Because there's definitely a way through this, and I wasted my opportunity. Alright, let's just clear the rest. What was I going to do here? Oh, I got redundant counters. We're just going to do Melgus here. But we used... I should just use Darth Revan Ami, not the Datacron. Because I don't know. I don't think this can do it without Malik. Can I do this with who's left? We'll give it a shot. I don't think so. With Malik, it's no question we'd get through. But maybe late enough into the battle after we've used the basic enough times. We get there. All right, we got a hit. A little bit of that. I feel like we just need to auto. We're gonna time out if we don't auto. Closer. Okay. Closer. Next one, we definitely do it. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, we're good. Next Dark Deception's gonna crush her. Mostly. Alright, I was gonna do Great Mother here. We'll stick with that. I don't really have a great options here though. Like I could do this if I had a good spirit, but I don't have a good spirit. I kind of want to invest in spirit. And I don't think this is really worth attempting without a good spirit. We're doing it anyway. Because we need spirit to be in that one-shot zone, which is not going to happen here. Probably should have blessed spirit too. My spirit's mods are probably awful as well. Definitely should have blessed spirit. Yeah, we're investing more into that. Okay. Tarkin's whatever. Like we can muddle through Tarkin. I don't really care. All right. How am I handling this? We're just playing it the way that I had originally intended, even though it's wrong. We'll knock out the sides. All right. That should be Apo, or just about. Come on. Yeah. There's Apo. Now we can take out CX2, and then we'll have our advantage and can rip apart Vader. We just still have the same remaining problem of Leia. That we just did not plan appropriately for. Alright, ambush. Oh, we didn't get it. Do we have the ultimate coming up? Yeah. All right. I think we're gonna do Jabba. Like, Jabba's not gonna win this, but Jabba might allow me to make enough progress to clear it. Give Drogon a little buff immunity. Awesome. That was so awesome. Let's get protection up. Yeah, too bad. Okay. I'm calling this. Didn't get anything from that. Alright, we taunt. You're gonna revive, aren't you? Okay, good. They did not get the revive. That would have been bad. Alright, we've been ambushed. And we're about to die. Please let me take out R2. Can we just live long enough for this? Come on. Come on, give it to me. We're going basic. We got to get there. We're in cleanup zone though. We can still do this. The only thing I'm trying to do is find a way to get through this without using up anything I want to use on the back wall, which is the problem with JML. JML I want to use on the back wall. And I just used Dooku's thing. I wonder if I can use some of this newer stuff to just If I can just take out R2. We're gonna give it a shot. All right. This getting rid of the stealth is a problem. Yeah, this is over. So this isn't going to be a solution. Yeah, that's not an option. Do I think party gas could do it? Like, I highly doubt it. No. Definitely not with that damage immunity. Do I have a way to manage that damage immunity? No, we don't. No. We might just have to use JML. It means we won't be able to clear the back wall of everything I wanted to do. Okay. I'm gonna submit it. I'm first gonna handle the rest of this. I'm pretty sure this is my only choice for Cadme at this point, so we're gonna do it. Alright. I still feel like I can win this with enough progress. Yeah, they're putting their attacks into the wrong place. Yeah, we'll start using CX2 to move order 66 to somebody where it matters. Alright, we'll get days and ability blocks now. More dots. Keep those attacks on POW. One more gets us order 66. I can even trigger the dots. Let's just use a basic. We'll save all that for our next hit from CX2. Which is right now. There's our order 66. All right, reapplying order 66. Come on. That's a whole bunch of dots. Let's trigger all the dots. I really need to get a daze on him. This is getting annoying. All right, finally down. We'll start moving order 66 over to somebody else. Really, I want an academy though, so I'm going to attack her. Because we're down to a minute and a half. And she's the one that's going to make us time. Oh, come on. That's unfortunate. I should be putting this on what's his face? On Qui-Gon. She's gonna stealth again. We just don't have enough time to manage CX2 anymore. We just gotta move the attacks over to Master Qui-Gon. Oh, jeez. You just saved me, Appo. Okay. And I've actually don't know what I want to do here anymore, because a lot of the common counters have been used up. I think we go remnants. We'll clear fleet and then we'll try and see if we can muddle our way through the rest of that. I think the best choice is we concede that I have to use JML, and we're gonna get stuck on the back wall. Which, while not ideal, it's okay. While not ideal, I think that sets me up best to win this thing, because I do not think he's clearing me. He has set so many GLs on defense, I don't think he has that much firepower for offense. I'm gonna basic. We need more stacks of blight. Yeah, let's inflict it now. 9 stacks is something, or 8 stacks. Let's take a bite. Dispel. Oh, that's a disaster. Yeah, let's throw 6 on. It's 11. Alert. Take him. I'm just gonna keep giving it to him. There we go. Real messy, but we got through it. And what do we have here? Alright, we faced this, I think, the last match. There's ways through this, it's just messy. We'll see if we got better RNG than last round. Last round was not good. And I'm out of coffee. And we should probably take the dogs for a walk. Alright, special. Valor. Basic. Stealth. Isolate. Dispel. Put this over here. Bring out Ahsoka. We dispel. Target the dagger and dispel. And what? That's not what was supposed to happen. Basic. We're playing it as if we actually did hit the thing, but this isn't good. Goodbye, Ahsoka. I'm going basic. I want the hit. There's one. We're gonna lose things. We're doing this. Okay. Just a disaster. Basic. Cleanse, sure. I'm gonna go for the cleanse. We'll lose the ship. my last act. Alright, let's take him out. See if we can take out a few more ships before it's over. Nope. Honestly, that's the best result. Because it means Mark 6 is on the front line now. It means we have to try to do Scythe here. But this is way harder with Houndstooth on the front line. I don't like it. It's over. Alright, defenders coming out. I always play it this way, and I don't know if I'm going to get to live long enough for all this to work out the way that I want it to. Getting that stun onto that was like, that was the end. No, it's over. If that stun did not land onto the defender, we could have done it. But getting that RNG where the IG 2000 came out first, that normally would never happen. All right, we're not clearing this. We can still go for, I guess we have to go for this RNG now. All right. Okay, it's dodged. Okay. I opted for the damage, but we really need Hyena to not die to have any shot. Where you landing, Spy? All these dodges, you just dodge the big attack from Spy. Nope. It's over. No, it's over. We're gonna get ripped apart right here. Yeah, now it doesn't matter. Like, we can muddle through and maybe clear 2 of the fleets. Means we've got to do JML now. Alright, we'll get him protection up. Oh, he's already been ambushed, so maybe not. Put the armor shreds where they're going to do the most work. Over on Leia. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take out R2. Let's drop our next armor shred. I'm going to prioritize those. Work towards the ultimate. Alright, we got 3 armor shreds and a breach. Let's try and keep him alive. There we go. All right. And now this back wall, where we still need a bunch of RNG to maybe get through. This one, though, is not an issue. This one we've got Inquisitor Barris, 2nd, 9th, Inquisitor Kron. What? What? I have not lost with this counter yet. Oh my god. I was beating that with worse Inquisitors when she was at Relic, when she was 4 stars in Relic 2, that was winning. Alright. Alright. So let's start gambling. Probably need to get another light on me. Where's my presets? Here we go. So this is what I wanted to avoid, but we're doing it. Don't. All right. Okay. I'm gonna distract them over here. I'll move the book. Oh, you're gonna move the book twice. Okay, okay. Whatever, we'll just attack here. Because this... I don't want to mess with that book right now. It's gonna weaken my attacks. Alright, there's a damage immunity. I'm going to work on getting to 5 quick faster. This might be a bad decision. I'm going to regret this. No, they're just going to wipe me out. Yeah, no. I mean, I know I played that like a fool, but I felt like I needed to try something. I'm gonna try this gas thing. Do I want 5s? I don't have any Galactic Republic Crons. I'm trying this because the turret is going to give me a dispel. And also because it's in my opponent's history as something that worked. Alright, we're down. Everybody's gonna... No. No. I think my opponent just got lucky. Or the guy who beat him got lucky. No, there's no way. I think, like, you saw the timing with, like, Rex taking his turn. Maybe if that happened in the right order, or what kind of relic level was he working with? He had higher relics on most of the characters. Yeah. I think, and he also had a Galactic Republic Cron. I think that was probably part of it. But that's where I wanted to use Stranger. Ideally. And a lot of the teams that I had intended to use for the back wall are gone. Like Bo-Katan was going to be my counter here. JML was going to be my counter here. I guess I can try Pirates. And the versions that work are with The versions that work are with different pirates than I have available to me right now. Alright. Smack Palpatine out of here. Is it the Palpatine Kron then? No, okay. All right. Does this cleanse? No, let's just go for this. All right, we've been slowed. Take more profit. Boom. All right, so pirates get me through there. But all my other counters are gone or used. I guess up against Cody, how am I? I've been slowly working on my Tuscans. This has like a coin flip chance. This isn't gonna work. Do I want to do it anyway? Kinda. I kinda want to do this anyway. Maybe we get lucky. Nope. I don't think we can do this without Warrior. Maybe we can. I should move that stun around, because with that tenacity up, I don't... Yeah, there. Now we're dead. These AoEs, man. Come on. Nope. This is so rough and terrifying. Come on. If my Warrior was better, like Warrior would have done it. What happens if I move over to Rex? No, definitely not Rex. No. No shot with Rex. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna auto. No, this needed Warrior. But you can see it. You can see why it works. But with any way, without any mechanic for the damage to ramp up, we're not outpacing the recovery. And with a Relic 0 Warrior, I can use a Kron. Like I need like the right RNG. Yeah, but if I had like a Relic 6 Warrior to go with my Chieftain, well, I think we'd be fine. Yeah, no. Yeah. It's there though. I get it. There's this wins in some situations. I'm guessing though it requires the Snips Cron, which I don't have available to me. But we'll give it a shot. Let's get rid of the offense. Let's do this. Calm assist, get rid of that. Kicks is gonna kill us. 10, 12 armor shreds. No, there's not enough of a mechanic to get courage. We need the Kron. Okay, Cody's down. Get rid of the offense up. No, it's over. No, we'll be able to clean it up, but it's over. Oh, Wookiee? No, Wookiees are on defense, right? No, I've got Wookiees. Okay, we can use Wookiees. Let's do... Oh, I don't. Or is it a mercenary crown? No. It's elsewhere, or we already used it. So let's use Clone Wars Chewie then. All right, come on. I'm just gonna auto. I used Wookiees because Wookiees can usually clean up most things pretty safely. I'm hoping that stays true. Because Wookiees have a nice combination of recovery, stacking offense, survivability. So in a situation where they don't have a leadership, they should be good. And where does that put us? So nothing is going to handle Ray. Probably nothing can handle Cassian at this stage. Can anything handle Third Sister? I can try the Gungan thing. Right? I still have Gungans, right? I haven't done this though, and I don't think my relic levels are where they need to be. What do we got? This is only like a 70% win. They're going right after the shield generator. How does this... What's the idea here? Alright, we got buff immunity. To stagger. Alright, we got it. Oh, yeah. Alright. Buff immunity and shock. Counterings are doing pretty well. Normally I would go after Grand Inquisitor, but I am interested in how... No, we're gonna do Grand Inquisitor. Because he's just gonna cleanse everything if we don't take him out. Awesome. So he's down. Shock is back. Okay, shock and buff immunity. I didn't notice the days. Alright, let's auto. This is a great counter. So we're through third, and now we have two impossible teams left that we can probably just give up on. And then let's take out a fleet or two. Approaching a minute and a half. Come on. Last one with a minute left. We're good. Okay. But it, I mean, Afra's my best thing left. Yeah, we're done. We're not even gonna mess around with that. We'll take out a little bit more in fleet and we'll have to wrap it up. Okay, let me think about this, because what we would like to do is take out 2 fleet. Profundity is going to be able to take out something. But do I think I could bring in like the Radis here and take out a 2nd fleet? Or should I bring in the Finalizer first and see if we can soften it up? Let's do that. Do a big hit on Scimitar. If we can just take out Scimitar early, that would be helpful. I'm gonna keep going with turn meter. We'll throw a Hunted on the Interceptor. Alright, Scimitar is down. We're gonna go ability block here. I'm gonna do a big hit on you. Alright, there's one. Okay. All right, down to 12. Turn meter. Hope we can get to the mass assist. Let's go for a Hunted. Mass assist. Boom. All right. Because really, Radis has no shot, Chimera has no shot, Negotiator doesn't have a fleet left, or Chimera doesn't have a fleet left. It's really just the Profundity. Let's just take out the Executor. And then the match is in our defense's hands. Why did I do that? Doesn't matter. Okay. Can the right things assist at the right time? No? All right. Alright, we're done. And now it's just a question of can the rest hold? Okay. Very tough match. Needed a couple things to go my way, and they didn't at all. Which compromised me on the back wall. However, our defense has been performing. He just doesn't have that tough of a route ahead. I mean, I think he can do. He can clear 3. He might not clear the back wall, but he can clear 3. Yeah, I think this is probably a loss. Almost got him. Pretty close. Much closer than I thought it was going to be. What I was hoping was going to happen. We both couldn't clear 2 territories. Similar results in fleet, but he got a little bit further in squads. We'll walk you through the rest. This was one shot. This territory is a little weak. Down below, he had to do a lot more work. We saw some of this previously. See 2 attempts on Balin, 2 attempts on Ray. Then back wall, we see he tried to clear Cadme, did 10 attempts. 2 attempts to take down Saul Luthen, 2 attempts to take down Mace Windu. Only 1 necessary for a cast, which is unfortunate. Maybe I'll put Luthen over there so he can actually be better. He's not doing enough. And then couldn't clear fleet, 2 attempts on home 1 and 3 attempts on home 1. And then couldn't clear the Leviathan. So well played. Tough match. There may have been a way through if I would have played the chess match a little bit differently, or maybe we could have got it down to 1. But we made some bets and gambles that did not really work out for us. So that is why the current project for the account has been to just improve our relics and really bring up the middle of the roster to some of those higher tiers so that we can have a little bit more consistency with some of these things. We'll wrap it up there. We got one more match coming up tomorrow, and then we'll be transitioning into Conquest and some other content. Thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other, everybody. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.